Silent F, thanks for hanging on.
Hey, no problem.
What's up, Silent F?
What's up, man?
What's up? What are you guys up to?
Answering your call, motherfucker. Tell us your problem.
Yeah, we
What
might,
are we up to?
we might speed run your shit a little here. We're at the end of the
trying
F.
to
We
ease
got
his
another
way
one
into the
coming.
fucking question.
What ails you, my friend?
Oh, I thought I was being left out. You guys were just chilling and stuff. No, thanks for taking the call. I was, I've been a long time listener.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you.
And really have been like, just thinking about this, and so I was like, might as well get your guys' educated advice.
That's what we're here.
So, heck yeah. So my situation, I've been married for roughly around 8 years together with the same girl for 10 years, and I guess the biggest thing is like we have sex, but she doesn't want to give me like a blowjob, which is like something that I always wanted, but also like my self-esteem issues when I was younger. Like I was a pretty big kid, like 5'11", 305, like
Self-esteem.
was not
Like,
great. Was a little fat shit.
hey,
Big
man,
boot-
I'm
big-
fat
big
too.
boot
That's
gig.
never stopped me from wanting to get my dick sucked. But go ahead.
But she's like, I have a gag reflex and stuff like that. But we've been together again for many, many years. We have lots of great experiences with each other, but she does not want to give me a blowjob. So I guess my question to you is like, what would you do in my situation to talk to your wives or soon to be wives or future wives?
Are
You're
you?
in this
First of all,
same
we'd never be
situation.
in this position. Let's make that very clear. This is a big nip it in the bud situation as far as I'm concerned. But let me ask you this straight away: do you eat pussy?
Yes.
You
It
eat
is like my
pussy, you're not
part-time
getting
job.
your dick sucked. Wow, how
Yeah.
often? Every time, or very much? It's in the mix a lot.
It's in the mix a lot. Yeah.
I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah.
That's just
So-
rude.
If you're eating pussy, you're not getting your dick sucked. That's an insane fucking situation. And yes, dude, by the way, you're not a little fat kid anymore. You got to stand. I'm going to guess you don't stand up for yourself in many areas of life. Is that correct?
I guess so.
Yeah, just the way
Yeah.
you're
I
fucking
would
talking
say
right now. Like, here, this is an.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this sounds funny, but this is. I do think this is fucking a problem that runs through your life in that you're probably conflict avoidant. You don't want to get into a fucking argument, whatever. Cause like this is a basic fucking tenet of life, and I'm sure. By the way, I'm sure you have a great thing going with your wife. You obviously love her. You're obviously you guys have a good sex life otherwise. But this is something you want, dude. And like it's fucking.
Yeah.
And from a pure standpoint, it's just rude to not reciprocate. It's like you have a gag reflex. Give me your dick's not that big, bro. I can just tell, right? You don't have a fucking hammer on you.
Yeah. True. I am.
That's why.
I am of average. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, a huge hog. Like I'm not like
And
I'm
listen, I've
not
got a little
expecting
dick,
much.
and yes, have girls surprised me by gagging on it in a way where I'm like, oh, she definitely does have a true gag reflex. Yes, but they're still troopers.
Yeah.
I've hooked up with a girl that like even my little ass dick is a challenge, but they fucking power through. And is it the most vigorous head I've ever gotten in my life? No, not necessarily. But is it still getting the job done? Does it at least show me that she cares to fucking uphold her part of the bargain? Yes. So I just think, dude, you got to be like, hey, this is good, whatever. But it's like I would just. This is just like something I want. Something, even if you just frame it as like, let's explore other stuff sexually. Like you could fucking throw it in there as like a combo pack for trying other shit. But you could just at the end of the day, it's like, look, the sort of devilish way to do this is stop eating pussy. Is to go on a pussy eating strike, right? Or you could like eat her pussy and be like, how about you get me? You know what I mean? After a particularly rousing round of pussy eating, you'd be like, how about my turn or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, because if you frame it in reciprocal terms, I think you'd be a lunatic not to suck you off afterwards, or you would realize you're being kind of a piece of shit to not suck you off afterwards. But I mean, I also think it could be the kind of thing you have a conversation about, because it's enough of a thing where it's like when's the last time you even got head or broached the subject of getting head?
Like, gosh, it's got to be like at least like with my wife like 6 years ago, but the last time probably like more than 10.
I'm sorry,
More than 10.
10.
Wait, with your wife 6 years ago, but the last time before that, more than 10?
Well, I broached the subject 6 years ago with my wife, but then the last time I actually had head was more than 10 years.
10 years? You haven't gotten head in a fucking decade? And you fucking pay your bills and you go to work like fucking life keeps going? You haven't gotten head in a fucking in 10 years, dude?
I like how you brought it up 6 years ago. It's like response still pending to that text.
6 years ago,
That's been
you
on
haven't
red.
followed up?
You know what? I will.
On red.
Anytime this comes up, it is so tough because you know,
it's a nip in the butt. It's tough.
It's like you can't. In a way, you can't blame the woman because it's like you've been together 10 years. You're about to have a kid. It's like it's not even like she knows what she can get away with, but for her, it's probably just like, you know, she's like, well, head's not a big deal. It's not really coming up. He brought it up 6 years ago, but didn't really bring it up again.
Right.
So it's like, you know.
It's also rude, though, because she knows her husband. She knows that he's not the kind of guy to push the subject.
It's rude, but it's also like a thing that, you know, when you don't want to tell your wife, like, I need fucking head. Like, you don't want to get to that point. You don't want to get to a shouting match in the kitchen. But, so, you know, it is tough, but yes. As silly as it sounds, like you do need to sit down and be like, look, I know it hasn't like really been a thing this crazy in the past, but I want to get my dick sucked.
Yeah.
I just think that needs to be a part of like our sex and our intimacy.
Yeah.
And you know, you just have to like really lay it all out. And you'd be like, I've brought it up before. I feel like you ignored me.
Do you remember the Winter Olympics 6 years ago? That's the last time I brought it up.
So it's like, I don't know, try to see like what she has to say about it, really put her to task.
But from a realistic standpoint, it is the kind of thing that, yes, these are the rules of engagement. So you do have to do something that shakes things up. This does have to be in the context of let's try something new. Let's do some role playing. Let's try some fucking, you know, lingerie, whatever. Like it has to be, you have to kind of shake the ordinary of your setup. And then that you have to get away with like, can we, this has to stick around though. I really like this. We didn't do this back in the day, but you trying it was huge for me. What can we do to get this in the mix a little bit? Cause I really liked it and whatever.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing I would say is like, you know, that makes it a little too like conditional. This is more fundamental than like a tit for tat. Like,
I agree. I just mean like, because yes, it is, but what, you're just going to straight away have that conversation? Or like, I know I think there has to be a way to like bring it in. You're right. That's a more direct way to do it. I'm just saying realistically, it has to be something that can be like, you know, you could even just be like, could you try it for a second? You know, do it for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, here. I actually have something great. Here's what you need to do. Google or find like some card deck thing. There's lists of questions. No, there's lists of questions online that's like conversation starters for couples. Pre-screen a few of those. Spend like an hour an
stack
evening.
The deck. Put the how do you like getting your dick sucked card in the front of the deck.
Spend an hour with your wife. Start with a few softer balls. What's your favorite memory we've had together? What's one of our most challenging things? And pick a set that includes something about intimacy.
Yeah.
What would you do different in bed? You need to find something that has a question like that. That's going to be your forum.
Because
And that's what can like, I mean, I think in general that like encourages convos that are kind of hard to bring up anyway. Just a good way to like have deeper conversations with your wife instead of like watching TV or whatever. But you know, that's a good way to come to it where you set up like a a safe.
Not that one. Not that one. The one on the right. No. This card.
You set up like a safe contextual like,
They're all.
forum for
Are you
it.
happy? He just buys 52 of those, and he puts. Are you happy with how often you get your dick sucked? He puts all of those in one deck.
So if you're looking for something specific, I would say that.
That's
the
not a bad-
The New York Times has a list of shit like that.
not a bad
but
one.
I'm sure you can find like 1 million of them online. Just a list of like conversation starters for couples.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, you have to
like,
be explicit
every-
about this, man. This is nuts.
Yeah, every weekend I'll have a new card deck, and we'll just go through each one of them that has one of those things.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. And by the way, you need to just stick with it, man. This is gonna be tough,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
have to, dude. You
I know.
have to for yourself.
You're 10 years in, so yes, that's probably right. This isn't going to be a one conversation, then you're getting your dick sucked every time you fuck. Like, you're going to need to chip away a little bit here.
Absolutely. But it's important and it's
Is now a good
worthwhile.
time? Is now a good time when we're having a kid on the way in the next couple months with her, like,
Maybe not.
food aversions and stuff like that?
Maybe not right now, but maybe in sort of like the when you're kind of getting back to intimate, like that is actually kind of an interesting time because you're kind of restarting. You know, you're trying to feel like it's such a hard like time where pregnancy's tough on a woman's body, and then it's just such a stressful time. I do feel like couples when they kind of get back into the groove. It is the kind of thing where it takes a little effort for some people or whatever. And it's like, that might not be a bad time. Maybe you're doing some freakier shit to get back in the zone. And this can be part of it. Or this could be sort of like you could do one of those questions things like to get back to when you're sort of getting back to your regular sexual relationship. When you're trying to get back, like it's not a bad time. You know what I mean? It's like you're trying to like remodel. Now's not a bad time to remodel your sex life when you're going to have to restart it to some degree anyway after a pregnancy.
How far along is she?
6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Nice. Well, hey, congrats. Yeah.
So like 2 more months. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very excited. It's very it's been a while, like going through a couple of like miscarriages too and things like that, but been there for her and stuff. We're through thick and thin. So
Yeah.
I'm
No,
committed.
listen,
I
we're
love her
not
to
saying
death, but
divorce your
just
wife
This thing, it's
because she won't suck your
Yeah.
dick. We're not saying kick her to the curb with your unborn child in her stomach. We're just saying like, hey, man, you need to stand up for yourself and get your dick sucked every once in a while, especially if you're eating. Now, look, if you guys had entered into some kind of oral sexless truce, that's different. I still couldn't possibly fathom that, but it's different. This is something else entirely. So yeah, dude. Right now you're going to be probably pretty focused on the kid, but when it's time to restart everything sexually, I don't see anything wrong with kind of throwing this in the mix as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So it definitely like wasn't like something that when we were dating and stuff that I thought that was going to be, hey, like I really want this. Like when she was like, no, I don't do that. I was like, okay, that's fine. We can work around it, And then now it's just like, yeah, I kind of miss that.
I would have been,
Like,
the Homer Simpson door slam car going away sound effect. That's what would have happened if a girl told me that. I'm like, you don't do that. The fuck are you? What are you, a fucking baby? You're a fucking adult. We all suck dick and eat pussy around here. But hey, man, two different strokes for different folks. I get it. You weren't in a position to bargain at the time. You really liked her. You didn't want to lose her over some head. But you've realized now that's folly. And to our young listeners now, talking to this guy 10 years, this is like Inception where Matthew McConaughey's banging and he's like, no, that part where it's like that's you looking at you from 10 years ago being like, yeah, that's okay, I don't need head so bad. You're like, no, stand up for yourself now. Anyway, brother, good luck. We're rooting for you and congrats on the baby.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Thank you so much.
Man, that's crazy. If anyone's listening, if there are any callers out there who have called in about not getting head from their wives, have you talked about it?
Let's have some updates.
What
on that.
was the convo like? What kind of results did you see? We would love those updates.